Right, so I recently done a video explaining that I'd sold my old Bentley Arnage and I part exchanged it in for a 3-litre diesel Range Rover Sport, and literally within a couple of days we got offered this Range Rover. Is it a Vogue? Are they called a Vogue now? I don't think they're called a Vogue, but the bigger version of the Sport. The customer come down and said, I've got a high mileage Range Rover, need to get rid of it, would you buy it? So we've done a deal. It's obviously parked here right now. In today's video I'm going to be showing you around this car, right? So let's get on with the intro. So before we get on with the video, let's quickly talk about high mileage, yeah? Because in this title I've put it in inverted commas. That's, is they commas or are they speech marks? I think they're speech, whatever. I wasn't very well educated when I was a child, but high mileage. This car, I'm going to tell you exactly how many miles this car's done. It's done 125,000 miles. Now, in my opinion, I don't think that's high mileage, but lots of people say, especially like in the car trade, people come down, look at our cars and they say, oh, that M3, it's done 136,000 miles, that's crazy mileage. A lot of people got this mindset that if something's done over 100,000 miles, it's the end of the bloody world. It ain't high mileage. A lot of people also say Land Rovers are terrible cars. To be fair, they ain't the best of cars, are they? But I've never had a bad experience. I know I lie. Oh my god. Right, straight away, I think this is going to be undrivable. Yeah, we won't go into that. But in my opinion, 125,000 miles ain't too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you around this car in the current state that it's in. I'm doing this on purpose because it's filthy dirty, needs a bit of TLC, and then we'll see how the video unfolds. Alright, so let's just put you over in that direction, flip the mic around. Job done. Right, first things first, the wheels have actually been refurbed. That's nice. So the diamond cut wheels, they're a nice set of wheels. Nice that they've been refurbed. But as you sort of look around the car, you'll see like the paint's picketed off here. Very annoying. Bit of paint's come off the mirror there. These little things, the car is filthy dirty. The guy lived in a farmhouse, so yeah, you can see like mud and dirt and dust and horrible stuff everywhere. I'll show you the inside in a sec. It's clearly never been polished because it's dull as a bloody, I was gonna say another YouTube channel there, but I won't. But yeah, it needs some loving, doesn't it? Let's face it. But like I say, I don't let these things put me off when I buy cars. I'm not really, I look for the qualities in the cars, not the downfalls. It is an autobiography, so the previous Range Rover that we bought, that was also an autobiography, but obviously that was a Sport. This is the bigger one, the Vogue autobiography, although, like I just mentioned, it's actually not a Vogue, I don't think they call them Vogues at this stage in life. They're just called a Range Rover. 125,420 miles. Ain't terrible in my opinion. Lots of people are going to dispute that in the comments, I know. Wear on the seat, that ain't ideal. Wear on the door handle there, if I can get that done I will, but more than anything, like I say, it just needs a bloody good clean, doesn't it? Jump in the back, not really been used much in the back at all, but look at that. Look, this is what autobiography is all about. Little things highlighting that you're in an autobiography. Screens in the headrest, check that out, with Meridian sound, so when you're watching that screen you've got a nice bit of sound coming your way. I've got heated seats down there, all the heating controls. Very luxury car with a pan roof as well. If you remember, the previous car had an Alcantara roof lining. This has got a leather roof lining, so personal preference, I do really like Alcantara if I'm honest, but that does look proper fresh in there. So something else this has got, look, check this out, soft closed doors. I know that ain't like a miracle, but I think stuff like that's quite cool. Look, I love a car with soft closed doors. Do you know what, let me just quickly change the subject. Check this out. My M6, so this car is like the highlight of my life at the minute. Let me just quickly show you. Look, hashtag on it sticker, look, on it, yeah. They're now live on calvincardori.com, by the way, but I'm not here to show you that. I'm here to show you that I just discovered that this also has soft closed doors. So yeah, back to the Range Rover. Back to the Range Rover. Now, I just had that E92 M3 just come in. Lovely car. I think that might be going today, but we won't talk about that. Look, all this mildew, or whatever you want to call it. See, the strange thing about me with cars is I actually get great satisfaction out of cleaning cars like this. Interior, look, it's all like really dirty in here. Yeah, I'm going to clean this one myself, I think, because I love this sort of stuff. Now, the bonnet, this is the real party piece in this car. Bear in mind, like, have sympathy. It's been driven through, not through a field or across a field or whatever, muddy terrain. Check this out. 3, 2, 1. That, I'm gonna have great fun cleaning that. And yeah, this would have been well over 100 grand new. The fella that it came from bought it brand new, and that is what you call just jumping in your motor and driving it. That is what a Land Rover is used for. But I must admit, if I bought a car for 100 grand, I think I'd give it a little bit more love than that. So let me just spin the camera around. Yeah, if this was my car, I don't think just even if I drive like an old Corsa, I don't let cars get into that state. Maybe I'm a bit anal, I don't know. But yeah, so the plan for this video was obviously to go for a drive in it, and that's still the plan, by the way. But it's going to happen in your life in this video, but it's not going to happen immediately in my life, because I'm going to give it a clean first. Ready? 3, 2, 1. That was easy, wasn't it? Look at that. I sort of left the lights on just to stage it a little bit. We've got a bit of steam in the headlight. That's because I went a bit mad with the jet wash, obviously, under the bonnet. Took a couple of hours. I haven't finished it completely, but it's getting dark and I'm in a bit of a rush as usual. So the wheels are nice and clean now. Bit of tyre shine. Glossed up the side steps there. That looks all right. Again, as you can see, I rushed it because there's a little patch there. Yeah. My whole life's a bit of a rush, if I'm honest. As you come around the back, just looks like a better car. It's not hard, is it? Just a bit of time, spend a bit of time cleaning the car, and it comes out all right, doesn't it? So interior, I've shampooed all of the mats inside, and if we open this up, look, still got that wear there. Can't do nothing about that. Let's turn them lights off, stop that bonging sound. Shampooed the mat. It could do a bit more TLC, but it does look a lot better, doesn't it? Not bad for a rush job. Baby wipes on the steering wheel. Let me quickly talk about that. Yeah, I've kind of got a bit of a fear for dirty steering wheels. I carry like baby wipes with me everywhere I go. I know I've mentioned this before. And baby wipes and a brush. It's not difficult. You can pretty much do the whole interior of a car with baby wipes and a little paintbrush. Get in all the little areas and just sort of get all the dust out. And like, I don't know, it is a bit of a fear. I'm just like most people. I'm scared of things like spiders and clowns. And the third thing is dirty steering wheels. So we've got a clean steering wheel. Clean interior and a clean car. So I think what we'll do now, should we do that? Are we ready for a drive? We're ready for a drive. Let's go out for a little drive, yeah? How could I forget? I can't go for a drive yet. There's something I need to show you before we go for a drive. Under the bonnet, right? So on a Range Rover, they put the bonnet latch just here because I don't know why. Driver's steering wheel is over that side. Bonnet latch is on the other side. So that's just Land Rover for you under the bonnet. Check that out. Yeah, look at that. Again, it ain't perfect, so I'm not going to hold the camera there for too long. But compared to how it looked a couple of hours ago, that ain't bad, is it? Yeah. So all for a video. All for a video. It will help sell the car. It needs to go back in to be cleaned properly. But that'll be done after the video. What we'll do now is we'll hit the road, all right? Amazing, isn't it? Like, you get a car cleaned, it kind of makes you feel different about the car. Is that camera all right? Yeah. And I say this a lot in videos because, you know, if you sell your car to someone and don't get it cleaned before you sell it to them, you're a bit of an idiot. You're not an idiot. You're not an idiot. I've done it myself before, but it definitely, what am I doing? I'm doing all sorts with this camera today, and I gives you the wrong, what's the bloody word? This happens a lot. 32 years old now, I suppose, isn't I? Gives people the wrong impression for your car, because this car looked like a bit of a banger, didn't it? But now that it's had a clean, a good old, just a bit of elbow grease, good old scrub, feels like a proper nice car. So first tip, if you sell your car, just clean it before you sell it, yeah? Round here, round all the cones, little obstacle course getting out. We've got the green M6, look, just a little glimpse of the front end there. Yeah, man, love that car, love that car. Can you see it behind me? No, you can't. Get round here, puddles everywhere. Range Rover. Do you know what? I love it. Do you know what? Corsa VXR. That's quite a cool little car, isn't it? I love a Corsa VXR as well, by the way. As much as people are like, oh, it's rubbish gearboxes or cylinder 4 or whatever fails all the time. They're a cool car, and when they work, they're brilliant. But this Range Rover feels a lot bigger than a Sport, by the way. It feels like a proper big car. On the road, they've got serious status. In my opinion, I don't think they look like they're only worth, like this is worth about 25 grand. I think they look like they're worth loads more than that. It looks like a proper bloody millionaire's car, doesn't it? Let's ignore that phone call. But it's just made my mind go blank. This video was pretty much about the mileage of this car, 125,000 miles. Obviously, it'd be better if it had half the mileage, don't get me wrong. Mileage is a massive factor with cars, and the more miles the car's got, the less money it's worth. Fact, right? But I personally don't think that's horrendous mileage. Again, I'm going to remind you that I don't think it's amazing mileage. But the car itself, it looks like quite a nice car. It's cleaned up really well today as well. Obviously, I'll go a bit further with it as well, get it nice and sort of gleaming, could do with a polish and stuff. But it looks like a proper nice car now. One of the things that this car has got going for it is it's had one owner from new, and it's got full Land Rover service history. So little things like that when you're buying a car, they're massive, man. It's so important to find a car with good history. But likewise, I do buy things that don't have great history because I try to not focus on negatives and focus on positives of cars, and by doing that I tend to find myself buying a lot more. And ultimately, when you're buying a car, the price that you're paying is the key. It's the absolute key. If you're paying too much for a car, the chances are you won't earn no money out of it. But if you're buying it for the right money, if it has got a few drawbacks, like 125,000 miles for a 7-year-old car, that's not even bad. But you know, if it's got a few little negatives, as long as you're paying the right money for it, it don't bloody matter, right? And that's kind of my mentality with buying in general. We've got a company called the Car Buying Shop. People come from all over to sell us their cars, all types of cars, and we buy lots of different types of cars. As you know, for those that follow me regularly, you know the types of cars I have on my channel. It's a really wide range of cars. I ain't got a bloody clue what's going to be happening from day to day. I just know that we're constantly trying to turn stock and move forward, right? And as a result of that, we do a lot more deals than most people, and we move forward at probably a higher rate than most people. So it's just a good mindset to have, I think, right? I come across a car dealership online once, and it was called something like oneownercars.com or something like that. And I remember thinking, you know, that's a bloody good idea. One owner cars. So all of this guy's stock was cars with one owner from new, right? Great, yeah? People love a car with one owner from new. But the problem with that is, where the bloody hell do you go to buy cars that have got one owner from new? So you might have a select few cars, thank you guys, and they all might be absolutely perfect, but you're really going to slow your business down, slow your deals down, and going to struggle to earn as much money as maybe other people would who are being a bit more broad with their buying. So me and Leon used to have a company called justcoursers.com, and great business. We're from Luton. Just Coursers was in Luton, and we used to, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Ain't got to be too clever to work out what we done. We sold Just Coursers, and it was great. It was bloody brilliant. Great business idea. Lots of people are going to go away and set up Just Coursers businesses now. Good shout doing it, but it was just hard buying. You're really restricting your buying down. So yeah, I just tend to keep a broad mind, and as a result of it, look, got a nice Range Rover in black, autobiography, screens in the headrest. That's a lovely extra. That's definitely going to help sell this car. It's cleaned up really nice. I shampooed all the carpets. I know I said this, but I just looked down at the footwell and it just looks nice and clean down there. Proper nice car. Obviously, I like high performance cars. Like me as a person, although I do buy everything that I like. Every car I buy, I say, oh, I've always wanted one of these because I like it. I like everything, but performance is always my sort of priority in cars. I've recently done draggy times on one of these. I can't remember off the top of my head what it achieved 0 to 60 in, but I'll put it on the screen right now. There you go. It ain't a very high performance car. When you put your foot down, it's a bit sluggish, but they are a V8 turbocharged. They pull reasonably well, but don't go racing anyone in your V8 Range Rover because yeah, the chances are you're not going to have much luck. There you go. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. It's actually better. But 3 litre diesel remapped, I would say, is probably what I would go for. Maybe. I like a sports better. But anyway, I'm going off track. I'm going back to work now. It's 4 o'clock and it's not dark, which is an amazing thing. I'm so glad that summer's en route. But I hope you like the video. Just a little introduction to the Range Rover. I know it's like, on my channel I've got so many different cars in and out. I just film my own cars. This is Calvin's car diary, the diary of a car trader. So who knows what's coming up next. But all I do know is if you are new to my channel, you need to hit the subscribe button because I upload a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock, all right? Little incentive for you. I just sold my channel to you. Make sure you hit subscribe, yeah? Give me a follow on Instagram as well, at Calvin's Car Diary, and do me a favour, hit that like button because that helps me. I say that all the time. Hit like, and I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, yeah, you did read the title correctly. I bought a high mileage M3 with an SMG gearbox.